All right, you're watching our special broadcast, Battle of Champions, coming to you live from Ahmedabad. In fact, right outside the Narendra Modi Stadium, where you're seeing the crowd still trickling in. You can expect a packed house today. You can hear the goals being played right behind me. And I've been here for the last couple of hours, and all I can see is a sea of blue, all heading in to the gates of the Narendra Modi Stadium. We haven't seen a packed house so far at the World Cup, but believe you me, you'll struggle to find an empty seat today once the game does start here. So again, behind me, all you can hear is India, India. So it is feeling like an India-Pakistan encounter. It is feeling like a special game. I've been to a few other World Cup games during the course of this World Cup, but the kind of atmosphere that you witness for an India-Pakistan game is absolutely different. You can see the energy in the fans that have been heading into the stadium, and you can make out how geared up they are, how eagerly they have been waiting for this particular encounter. The toss is going to happen very, very shortly. We'll also let you in on the playing 11. Most likely what we're getting to hear at the moment is that Shubham Gill could be part of that 11. That is something that Rohit Sharma also alluded to on the eve of the game, where he came out and said that 99% he is going to be playing. So the breaking news that we're giving you right now on India today is that India have won the toss. We're going to have a bit of more details in terms of what they have gone with the playing 11. What is it that Rohit Sharma, the captain, has decided to do? But the breaking news that has come in from the stadium is that India have won the toss and have decided to bowl first. So there could be various factors behind that, and we'll try and discuss that with Robin Uthappa, who joins us live on India today. Robin, India have won the toss and have decided to bowl. I'm guessing it's the due factor that's on their mind, because we spoke to you, about this India-Pakistan game a couple of days ago, and you did mention that toss is going to be very crucial. And on that count, India have done what they can, win the toss and decided to bowl, you reckon?
Oh yeah, bang on. Absolutely. I think you wanted to get the team off and start right, and I think there's no better start than winning a toss and being able to field in Ahmedabad, because the conditions work in such a way that in the second innings there will be a lot of dew. We've seen that in the IPL in the summers, but now here in the start of the winters, you can be very sure that the dew is going to play a factor. So I think it's a good start for India.
Robin, do you also reckon maybe that is something on the minds of the Indian team, or are we reading too much into it? The fact that Pakistan, last game versus Sri Lanka, were able to chase down a 300 plus, almost a 350 total. Do you think that also played on the mind of the Indian team before deciding today? Because you really wouldn't know what the par total would be, so it's best to put the opposition in?
Oh no, absolutely not. I don't think India were thinking, how Pakistan are faring. I think India were focusing and are focusing on our strengths and what serves the team best, and based on the conditions of the ground, what's the best, way forward for us, and what's the best option for us. And I think, given the conditions and how dew is going to play a factor, I think it was a little bit of a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, to be able to win the toss and field first. And I think, in that sense, India are off to a good start here. They will take a lot of confidence from the fact that they're getting to do what they want to do after winning the toss.
Okay, we're also getting you some more breaking news. The fact that India has won the toss, decided to bowl, and that one change that we were expecting, that one change which we had mentioned earlier to you as well on the eve of the game, is that Shubman Gill is part of that playing 11 as was expected. Rohit Sharma did come out in the press conference, said 99% fit. Now we can confirm he's definitely 100% fit and part of that playing 11. Robin, to you, how much of a boost is that to get your most informed batter? After all, Shubman's been the highest run getter for India this calendar year.
Well, for me, I think it augurs so well for Team India. He's been in some scintillating form, and he's, I don't know, miraculously overcome dengue and ready to play against Pakistan. I think the kind of motivation you have as a youngster, as an Indian cricketer playing against Pakistan in a World Cup game is tremendous. And kudos to him that he's gotten himself fit by the time this game has come around. And I think before the World Cup began, we were pegging him to be one of the top run scorers for India, and here's hoping he gets off to a good start and makes up for the couple of games that he's missed in the World Cup so far.
I just wanted to know from you, Robin, since you've been part of the Indian setup, what's usually the done thing? Would you play a player if he's so crucial like Shubham is, if he's 80-90% fit, or do you say no? Unless, no matter who the player, no matter how big a name, you'll only play him till he's 100% fit. Because I'm just trying to think what could be the mindset. Because it's a big game like India-Pakistan, do you push a player like Shubham saying, listen, Shubham, how are you feeling? Are you there 80%, 90%? If you are, could you play the game? Or do you say no taking chances, long tournament, unless the doctor has given absolute assurance that yes, it's going to have no detrimental effect on him on playing this game, only then do you play a player?
Well, I don't think any players are 100% fit when they're out to play a game. If you're about 95, 97, 98% fit for most games, you're in a great place. So there is always some sort of discomfort or pain an athlete's going through if he's playing as consistently as this Indian team is playing. So I think Shubman himself would have wanted to play this game, and he would have been very keen to play this game. So he would have had to prove his fitness to a certain extent, to a certain degree, and I'm certain he's done that, which is why they're even allowing him to play, or he's an option for India to play. So I think he will be fit enough to play, and I think we'll have to just wait and see, what it transpires to be when the game begins.
So we're confirmed now that India's made only that one change, Gill coming in for Ishan Kishan, which means Shardul Thakur is playing ahead of Ishan Kishan. What do you put it down to? The conditions here, the opposition?
I put it down to the conditions. I think very few decisions, or if any decisions are made, keeping the oppositions in mind. I think the decisions are made within this Indian group or this Indian setup, where it's based on the strengths and who are the best options on the conditions that are given to us on that given day. And I think the fact that Shardul is playing is because one of his wicket is because of his wicket taking abilities, and second because it's a big ground and he can utilize the ground with the way he bowls, and which is why I think he's playing as the fourth seamer along with Hardik Pandya. So you have Siraj and Bumrah. It's a no-brainer for me. I didn't think they were going to make any changes as far as the fast bowling lineup was concerned. And only one change. We all knew that if Shubman was even 99% fit, he would be playing this game. And I think just that one change, it looks like more than just a solid side. This looks like a phenomenal side to field in a World Cup game against Pakistan.
Just one more question on India's 11, Robin. What do you reckon? I mean, the other thing could have been looking at Siraj and replacing him with Shami, because Siraj was, spraying it a bit in the last game that we saw. But do you think this is a point that the Indian team would have pondered over? Let's not forget, this is also Shami's home ground, plays a lot of IPL here, ended up as the highest wicket taker this IPL season. Would Shami have come into the discussion?
I'm certain he would have, but I think there's a plan in place here. I think you want to keep your best bowlers in place. And someone like Shami you have to understand and respect the fact that he's also about 33, 34, 35. So for a fast bowler, that's not young. That's a lot of kilometers on your wheels. So you want to look after guys like Shami, and you want to use him very wisely and cautiously. And he's the kind of player who kind of enjoys the big stage. So you can always use him in big games and throw him at the deep end, and he will swim very comfortably there. So I think just utilizing Siraj and Bumrah as well. I think they will rotate these bowlers as the tournament wears on, and I think Shami will play a big part in this tournament. It's just that in the first three games, I think they've decided to go with Siraj and Bumrah. I think one of them will get a break, and Shami will play. And I think that cycle will keep turning. And we'll see Shami playing and taking part in this tournament as well. He's an important cog in India's wheel, and I don't see him not playing a role in this campaign for India.
We're completely running out of time, but we still have Robin live with us. Robin, as always, I'm going to ask you to make your predictions. How do you see, what is the total you see Pakistan get to while they're batting first, and then do you see India chase it down? What do you think is going to happen in the game today?
I certainly see India chase it down, irrespective of what total they put up, but I'm going to say they're going to score around the 270 mark, 270, 275 mark.